had to work quite quickly then. Kind of kicked off. There was a lovely glow, and now it's calmed down a little bit, but I think I might get a little bit lucky. The light isn't going to be as warm as I like it, but or wanted it, but I think I might get that foreground light that I was looking for. At the minute there's stuff going on all around the top of the mountains, so cloud coming and going. Point to that. You might recognise it with all that cloud on it, you might not. But so one of the reasons why I don't want to tell you where I am, and it's such an obvious location, is because if one of these compositions comes off, it's one that I want for the book, and therefore it's not a composition I've actually seen from anyone before. Somebody has probably taken it, I'm pretty sure, but I just haven't seen it, so I don't really want to show that off. There are very the book is kind of going to be intended to have a lot of things in that you probably wouldn't have seen before, or different compositions of even familiar scenes. So that's kind of, I'll talk quickly. There's some interesting things going on around, and I'd prefer to be shooting rather than vlogging, but yeah, there's just a few things that I kind of want to keep under wraps, as it were, and if I was to show you what I was doing, then you kind of get a sense of it. So that's why, nothing else. Once all that book business is out of the way, I'll show you everything, but not today. Anyway, I bloody hate sunrise shoots. I really do. The van is a lovely warm cocoon. It's very hard to drag yourself out. Anyway, there's something going on over there. I need to take a shot, basically. So right, speak to you later. Well, ooh. Just clean you off a little bit. Well, that was all fun. It's now I don't want to vlog this. Well, I think that was a bit of a waste of a shoot. One of those mornings where you either do photography or you do vlogging. The two don't mix. They rarely mix well. And this morning was definitely, you had to have your photography head on and not the vlogging head, and I tried to do video, and I don't know, it probably just didn't make sense. You probably be sitting there now thinking, what an idiot, because conditions didn't quite work out how I expected. Actually, it worked. The forecast was absolutely spot on. Milking coffee first. That might raise a comment or two. Doesn't burn the coffee, you see. Then the hot water. Ooh. Yes, definitely need this. Yeah, the forecast was absolutely spot on. The cloud was to probably within 5 miles of where it was saying it was going to be last night, and the forecast is never that spot on. So the forecast was basically saying that where I am, the edge of the cloud was going to be about 30 miles, 20 to 30 miles to the east, and then there'd be a gap. There'd be a clear sky and a gap, and there was, but the hill fog just got in the way. If it had been further east, that cloud, I'd probably, well, you know, not. I'd probably just feeling, one of those mornings. And if it was further this way, it probably would have been absolutely spectacular. And that's what I was banking on, was that the edge of the front would be further west than it actually was. And as it happens, it was exactly where it was, but I hadn't factored in the hill fog, which just completely blotted out any light. There was some nice light, and while I was kind of thinking about what I should be saying to the video, I wasn't really concentrating on my photography. I was taking a shot in a completely different direction to the one that I planned, and I think I missed the colour. There wasn't direct light on the rocks that I wanted, but there would have been some nice colour reflected onto them, so it might have worked in a different way to what I had in mind. And in the end, I didn't get that shot. I didn't get the shot that I was actually after, because the light never turned up, and my head wasn't in it. So probably a pointless vlog, to be honest. And that's the problem when you've got a project and you're trying to get specific images, because I've printed out all my images now that I've got so far, all my photos, all the ones that I think are worthy of at least printing, and I've got just less than about 100. I need about 80 to 90 for my project, so some of those will be culled, but it's lacking in certain areas, and that was the exercise of printing them out, because then I've kind of got some ideas of chapters, and I put them together and I saw to see how they flowed, and as a result of that, and plotting out where a lot of the photos are from, there's areas of the south of Snowdonia are deficient, so I need to concentrate on a few photographs from there, and I'm missing certain images which I think would fit in quite nicely. So so that was kind of the purpose of today. I've got a lot of photographs from this particular area, but this one in particular, if it works, could be really quite special. So I guess it's a case of wait for the next time a frontal system is on the doorstep of Snowdonia and give it another go. No doubt I will have an important meeting at work and I won't be able to get the day off. But there we go. So pointless vlog, pointless photography, time to drink this coffee and go and get some breakfast and decide what to do with the rest of the day. Enjoy your evening, or morning, or afternoon, whenever you're watching this. Bye bye. Bye bye indeed. Sorry for making you sit through 10 minutes of me coming to the realization that that morning the videography and the photography weren't working, and that's become more and more common actually. I've got a number of vlogs sat on my hard drive which will never see the light of day. There are several reasons for that. One of them is the project itself, and you know, I may have come away from a shoot where I've only got one image and I actually want to keep that image back for the project. Sometimes I've not come away with anything, and I don't necessarily want to put out too many vlogs where I don't get a shot, or at least one that I'm not happy to share. So yeah, this is one of those. It's going to be the last one, because I'm now going to take a break from the videography, the vlogging, you know, try and maybe create some content over the summer, which I'll put out in the autumn, but I just need to take a break and concentrate on some other things. I can't plan anything at the moment because there's certain things going on in the background in my personal life, which just mean that I just can't plan to be away, to be somewhere to create some content. And if I do manage to get away, it's all going to be very last minute, and I don't necessarily want the pressure of having to create a vlog. I want to concentrate on the photography, because that's actually, what it's all about. I'm not here unlike a few guys out there, I guess, to make money out of this. It would be great to get more subscribers. It would be great to get some interaction and feed off ideas and all of that kind of stuff. But I took the decision not to monetize the channel. I don't need to monetize the channel. I've got a decent job, and I do this for the love of it. I'm not necessarily selling workshops anymore, so I don't really want to do that. I don't want to push workshops, unlike some folks. It's not about earning a living. It's actually more about the love of landscape photography, and I'm not happy particularly where landscape photography is going with regard to YouTube, with regard to Instagram, and all about likes, and in the absence of quality, and I just need to step away from it, and concentrate on what I love about landscape photography, rather than try and help others love landscape photography. Is that right? I don't know, but with the exception, I think, of still doing the inspiration videos, because people seem to enjoy those, and it is nice to offer a window into the quality side of landscape photography, certainly in the UK. So that will continue, and I'm going to go away and do some stuff for myself, I think, and I'll see you again with new content that isn't the inspiration stuff in the autumn. So until then, bye bye for now.